Let's go ahead and have a look. Okay, we should be live now. All right, this is going to be day one. We're going to be live streaming building the kingdom of Abraham. Oh, it's going to be a vibe. All right, so let's go ahead and explain what the mission is, okay? The mission, it's quite simple. Let me pause this. So we have a few things we need to do, right? The first thing that we need to do, obviously, is build the infrastructure, okay? So the first thing we need is going to be agentic development environment. Okay, let me go ahead, make sure you guys can have a good look at this. Look, agentic development environment. Okay, so instead of an ID, it's an AD. Okay, what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and make this live on stream, and you guys see exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so let me go ahead, make sure my stream is open web browser. Yeah, this is going to be the first damn what's it called, live streaming, right? So yeah. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead. What is the domain? Guys, what is the domain? Let me show you the domain right here. Let me just quickly make this smaller. Okay, this is the domain right here, okay? This is the domain. We're going to go ahead and create DiffForge, okay? That's going to be what our project is going to be about. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this here. Now, first things first, we're going to have to create our... Actually, I'm gonna see if Codex can do this. Yeah, medium's fine. Go ahead and create a folder called DiffForge. In that folder, create. Okay, so we're going to need three things, right? First, we're going to need next DiffForge. This is going to be the like front end and API of our application. And we're also going to need Rust DiffForge. So we're probably going to be using Tori, but we'll see. There's also Deoxys, but I think Tori is more mature. Okay, so we have this. We're going to go ahead, create folder. Next, what else do we need? Install Next.js here, and with pages router, styled components, no TypeScript, and next PWA. To be honest, I don't think we need PWA. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that. And here, leave empty for now. All right, let's go ahead, click send. Now, I could do this on my own, but I've never actually like made folders with Codex before. Let's see if we could do it. I know it could like edit files and stuff. I've been using it a lot for my voxel engine, but for this, no idea. All right, I'll set up the folder. Sure. Like this is actually kind of taking too long. Like, wouldn't it be faster if I just did this myself? Well, whatever. Let's go ahead, open new screen here. Now, I think I'm going to have to open CMD here to double check and make sure I have npm installed. If not, I'm going to have to install that npm-v. Okay, it's not. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to download Node quick here. Haha, look at that. I can't install the environment because I didn't have it installed. That's kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. Okay, well, I downloaded the installer, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so guys, let me show you. Okay, so once we have the agentic development environment, okay, We're going to have to also develop like some sort of way to actually like manage and auto heal our infrastructure. Now, I don't want to give too much away because this is part of the journey, right? It's part of the journey. So we're gonna start with this, okay? Like our hope is going to be like we have an MVP in 10 days and then we just launch it, right? So let me just quickly install now. See here, I'm just installing Node.js right now. Okay, so it looks like it actually did create some folders for me. DiffForge, NextDiffForge, and RustDiffForge. So this has nothing. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it just hand wrote these, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna delete this. They're gonna go away. Contains emphasized items. Okay, I mean, whatever. Let's see here. Okay, finished. Now I'm gonna have to close, create a new terminal, npm-v. Okay, looks like 1 second here. Just open this again. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and like delete this to be honest. New folder, next, DiffForge. Okay, then I'm gonna open CMD here. CD documents, CD vibing, CD DiffForge, CD next DiffForge. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna install it 1 second here. So npx create next app at latest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Retry. npx create next app at latest. Next dash diff forge. Okay, yeah, 16.4, sure, I'll take you. Okay, so this is where I'm going to show you my custom implementation. No to TypeScript. Yeah, yes, Enter's fine. React, nah. Tailwind, nah. Would you like your code inside a source directory? Yes, I do. No app router. No, I don't want to customize this. Agents.md2 guide coding agents? Wow, that's new. I didn't see that. I guess they added some things to Next.js, but I'm actually going to say no to this for a special reason that you guys will find out very soon. Not soon, maybe like 10 days from now, but let's play this in the background in the meantime. See, right now, I don't think a single person's watching right now, but in the future, I'm sure they're going to be like people from the future looking in the past, right? So, guys, not even the first comment has come here yet, but don't worry. Good things are to come. The kingdom of Abraham. Anyways. Yeah, this is what I like. Look at this. Beautiful. See, it's so simple. You have a next, public, this and that. I'm gonna have to create a GitHub repo. Just realized. Gonna go ahead. Do that right now. Alright, so it's completed. Nice. So I'm gonna actually close this now. We don't need this. We could just open a new terminal. And here I'm just gonna try npm run dev. Why is that the case? I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT. It's gonna solve it for me. Like, this is stuff that, what's it called? Like I used to be able to do, but ever since ChatGPT, I'm suddenly not doing it. Okay, yeah. 1 second. Let's close this. Okay. Open this up again. I'm pretty sure it should work. npm-v. Yeah, there we go. Like it should be there now. npm-v. Am I using PowerShell? Can we just get a regular terminal, please? Okay, so while that is doing that, I'm going to okay, so Control Shift P, terminal, default profile, command prompt. Okay, there we go. Nice, bro. Now I feel like I am at home. Okay, sorry. CD next diff4 CD next diff npm run dev. Victory. Man, working on my small little MacBook Air is so much better. But don't worry, we'll make the most of this device. Localhost 3000. Okay, so this is our front end app right now. It sucks, bro. It's not that good. But we are going to turn it into a gem. Don't. So I'm gonna probably put this back over here while I create the repository. Okay, repository name, diffforge. No, next diffforge. Then I'm going to choose private visibility. Create repo. Now we have a git ignorer. It's perfect. No, we already have it initialized. A desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Yeah. Find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In What's going on here? Okay. Looks like I'm gonna have to. Can I just log into to Google? I'm already like logged in here, so. All right, 1 second. Let's go ahead and do this quick.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends
Okay, now
the
I think
desert sky.
we are
A
good.
single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air.
All right, let's do this.
Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you
Okay,
there.
looks like it
A
worked.
tear it
Let's go
falls,
ahead
a
refresh.
river
Yep,
flows,
it's
a
there.
heart it
Okay, so
breaks.
we finally have our
One
environment
that
set up, you know.
grows through trials
Okay,
deep.
so
The
the next thing that we're going to have
embers
to do
fade,
is
the
actually,
sun returns after the rain. The
yeah, let's set up our front
mountains
end, okay?
bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by.
Now, next thing we're going to be doing, okay, so for this front end, I think we're going to have to get something to help out our agent here. Yep. Okay, so if you guys don't know what I'm doing, I'm trying to find if there's like a styling prompt I could use for GPT 5.5 here. Yeah, I'm just gonna search online here. GPT 5.5 styling prompt. Okay, well, I can't find it right now. Create a front end for now. Navbar. What a navbar is gonna have to have nothing for now. Non-functional navbar. Splash page. for next what next diff forge? Diff forge is on cancel is agentic development environment, basically multi-terminal codec/call code with some features. Make the front end nice and professional. And what else? Okay, so the front end, super simple. We just want to get something up first and then have it on our domain, okay? Because once it's on our domain, we could quickly add authentication super quickly, as well as the payment gateway and stuff like that. So we should be able to get that done within like 3 hours, okay? So by 5 p.m., it's 3 p.m. right now. Within like 5, 6 p.m., we should be done. Nice and professional. And what else? Let's go ahead, put this on. Ship at the speed of thought.
Circles, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really
Okay. So while we do that, let's go ahead and learn Rust at the same time, because we're going to have to code a Rust app, right? I mean,
fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit
okay, this print line,
goes deep through endless pain.
it's kind of like C++, but not really, because of this exclamation.
The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by.
Or am I mixing this with Java? No, print F. What can be said? Okay, so you could do like string literals. Okay, cool.
I find you there.
What's this? Disable deco, which warns against unused modules. Explain allow dead code here. Okay, by the way, what is our usage on Codex? Let's go ahead and have a look. Codex. Codex right here. Okay, we're at 88%, 92% remaining. This is the pro plan that we are on, and we have until May 11th for. To be honest, I think we're probably gonna be like 85% by the time we're done today, and I'm gonna go home, work on my voxel engine that we're gonna launch. We're gonna be launching that soon as well. Probably gonna be 85% tomorrow, but we'll see. To be honest, like this 5 hour limit, I'm not too worried about that. If the limit happens, then okay, I could go relax at the gym, like, or do some workout, or maybe like just, to be honest, there isn't really much to do, right? Except maybe read the Holy Quran, read the Gospels. Read the Torah, maybe, who knows? Okay, I mean, so this is what I'm worried about though, right? This weekly usage, because here's the thing. Once it hits 0, bro, like if it's 1-2 days where you don't have codex, it just sucks, man. It really does. It really does. Okay. So let's go back here. Let's figure out what this dead code is. Structure is defined, but it's never actually used because the line is commented out. Oh, it's right. Okay. Okay, cool. And it's an I32, 32-bit integer. And just put a 3 here. Wow, it actually worked. Okay, what if I run this now? Running. Structure cannot be formatted with default formatter. Damn, it scammed me. They're like, uncomment this, it'll help you. Let's go ahead and do this. What happens if I leave this in here, but without the allow dead code? Is it an issue with their code that they have? Or I'm so okay, yeah, they forgot to add a comma maybe. Like this? No, wait, that's just text. Maybe I have to add James like this. Maybe it'll work like that. Okay, then I just remove this. Alice is this. Bit. My name is James Bond 1. Okay, but where's the error that we had? Not the error, the debug log. Okay, well, whatever. Let's go ahead and figure out how to print this structure now. How to fix this error, Russ? I mean, like, this is the only way to learn, right? You just make a bunch of errors. You know, like how you're born, you just make a bunch of errors. And then through all of those errors, you'll figure out what is the right path. Or you could just listen to the Holy Prophet. There's only two options there. But with programming, there's only one option. You just have to make mistakes. Okay, let's go ahead and open the Rust again. Let's go ahead and copy this. Ask it what is going on and how we can fix it. I don't want derived debug. So it's telling me to use a derived debug to fix this, but okay, so apparently you can never do this because it's a structure. But why? Custom structs do not automatically support this. Okay. Okay, so how can I get a custom struct to support this? Okay, so it gave me this code right here. Implement SMT structure. What is this? SMT formatter? Is that a pointer? Or is this a reference? Anyways, let's run this first, see if the AI is speaking the truth or not.
Sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry.
Okay, so looks like our AI agent did something here.
Every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Alright. $2,000. Let's see what ChatGPT came up with. Yo. Yeah, this looks like AI slop, not gonna lie, but this part didn't look that bad, to be honest. That's crazy that like AI can actually like this is the Mac like a thing. See, you got red, yellow, green, view pricing. Oh, this just looks ugly on my. Okay, it's because I was zoomed all the way in. That's probably why. This licensing needs to change completely though. Okay, so here's the thing. With these AI agents, we have to like create something called policies, okay? So I'm actually going to go ahead, pull out something I created through the 5.5 Pro. Where is it? So we're going to use this policy structure to make the AI agent generate the policies for a project that doesn't have it. Prompt B skill slash learning for continuous modifications of code in a project with always policy updating first. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead paste this policy stuff in. Once I do that, it's going to create the JSON files for the policies, okay? So what I'm thinking is that, like, here's the thing. Next DiffForge, Rust DiffForge, they're going to have, like, I think the policy file has to be, like, in the main, in this directory right here, to be honest. The reason why is because, like, yeah, we might have, like, no, there's another way to think about this, right? The first thing is that, yeah, I could leave it in the main directory, but on top of that, inside that main directory, I could have the individual policies for that project, and then like right under it, like in the same directory, like within the top level, it should have the shared policies. So I'm just gonna let ChatGPT Pro come up with that. So in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is that add some comments indicating to future AI coding agents that this is actually all placeholder for now. Because I don't want the AI agent to start, to be honest, I feel like they don't hallucinate that much. Like, because when you ask it, like, specifically exactly what you want, it just does it, It just does it really well. So, okay, so I added the comments. Oh, this is ugly, bro. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay, no. npm I React styled components. Yeah, I'm gonna tell it rewrite the entire index.js and pricing.js using React style components instead. Do the thing in underscore document to make sure page loads with the CSS for it, as well as remove the home.module.css. Okay, so other people, they might like to use like CSS separate from their like code, but I just don't like that. I think it is excessive and unnecessary. Like, see, look at this. Like, how am I supposed to edit this? Like, how do I know where this goes to? So what I do is something called React style components. Okay, so the AI agent is just gonna go ahead code it out for us right now. Um, 1 second. I installed the wrong thing here. npm I style components. npm uninstall React styled components. Okay, yeah, my bad. Sorry, AI. It was my fault. Human error. Okay, I need to keep closing this. I don't know why it's causing problems for me. Build with agent? What is this? Like, which agent? Is this Codex? I thought this was Codex. Confusing. Let's just close that. Okay, so we have two projects here. Next, DevForge and
the solar sands, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Yeah. I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain.
okay, typed it all out. Man, I need to set up what's it called? Local speech to text, local STT.
I find you there.
How is it done so far? Nice, it's deleted. Good. Good. Yes, look at that. Look at so this is why style components are superior. Look, I just hold control, click this, bang. This is what I'm looking at. Just fix it. So I think the AI probably thinks it's easier for it too. So I think this is good. This is an improvement. Okay. Now question is, can I add like how do I add my custom prompts to this? Here is the structure below. And now I'm just gonna wait for ChatGPT Pro to finish that, and then we're gonna start. So while I wait for that, I think it's time we just get login and dashboard ready, right? So to do that, I'm going to use AppWrite. So what is AppWrite? I'll just show you guys, okay? So when you're doing auth, right, you could use a few things. You could use like, look at that, open source Firebase alternative. I would not put like a competitor's name as like I'm the alternative to this. But whatever, you know, they want to do that. Okay, cool. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and set up AppWrite in our application.
Whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain.
Yep, okay.
The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare.
Okay, next.
I find you there.
DeForge. Region is gonna be Toronto, man. We're based in Toronto. We stick to Toronto. Okay. Okay, give prompt engineer for my codex so that it does both creation of policies when prompted and auto update as I code with it. Okay. This is prompt from Appright. Set up Appright in my application using what's it called? Alt context. And Next.js endpoint if needed. While we let Pro think. I forgot to install Appright. Let's cancel this. Just send this again after installing.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows.
Okay, the cleanest code I said was always on agents.md. Okay, agents.md it is.
The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put this inside. Nah, I think outside is good. It should be used generally, not just for diff words, so.
I find you there.
Alright, let's look at the front end again. Let's make sure it's correct now. Localhost 3000. Yeah, good job, AI. That's annoying. Okay, add a sign off / sign in page and a dashboard that for now just displays the user's name. Email with a greeting. Now wait a second. Add Google support. NPMI styled icons. Yeah, see this how it like runs a preview? That is actually very annoying. But I mean like some people like this, some people don't. I don't like this. And no, instant was not good. I need to use thinking. I'm putting agents.md in the general directory above this one for all projects. Codecs MD must be generalized for that. Okay, while that works, I'm going to probably go ahead, go to my app right, auth, and I think we click templates here. No, we click settings. Crazy, okay. Now where is Google? Yeah, Google. Okay, so let me show you guys like this. So we have our thing diffforge. What we need to do is actually create and enable an API. No, go back here. No, we need no, not this. Credentials. Okay, we need to create this as well as the OAuth consent script. So I'm just gonna do that right here. And our AI agent is done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly just set up this OAuth so it works at least. OAuth client ID. I think that's all we need. A client ID, client secret, and then get started. Diffforge. Next. Uh, Finish, I agree, I consent, and create. Okay, OAuth configuration created. Next step is to create the OAuth client. Awesome. It's going to be web app. Okay. Okay, the authorized URI. Copy that, paste that in, and create. We are created. Okay, we have our client ID. Let's put that in, and then the client secret. Copy this. Paste this in here and update. Where is Google? Should be enabled, but I don't. Okay, it's done. Now let's go ahead and have a look. So npm run dev. It's already running. Okay, nice. Look, now we click sign in, continue at Google. So let's see if this works. I'm just gonna click here off screen. Okay, I think we need to change something. Not an odd shell, but I think in the dashboard right here, let's just go ahead and remove this. All right, look at that. We have auth. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just gonna close that. Okay, we have what we called we have the front end kinda done. We have our auth, like you can log in, awesome. But next thing we're probably going to have to do is set up Stripe. Okay, so to do that, like okay, I finally got this info here. Now, where was it? The settings for codecs. Yeah, here we go. Personalization. Okay, so how do I save this now? Okay, I just click save. Okay, cool. Close this. Now go agents.md, paste this in. Guys, this is how dreams are made, okay? So then I'm just gonna ask you to generate the policies file for my project. Now I just have to sit back, relax, and have it built. Now here's the thing. These policies actually live outside of the GitHub repo, right? So it's not pushed to GitHub and it's not really used. You probably want to create like a repo specifically for policies here. You guys will see. You guys will see like exactly why like this policy system is going to be really like useful for these AI agents. But for now, we're just going to have to leave that as is. I don't know what these are, bro. I think these are. I'll have to do something about that later. Let me rerun this. I think I made a mistake by canceling the permissions for that. Okay, so if all goes well, there should be a new folder created like policies dash diffforge. Nope, I don't want to do that. Okay, I think before we actually go into do we have a .env file? No, we gotta create it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and create a CockroachDB SQL database. Okay, so this is like the idea here, right? So all of our like Stripe stuff is going to be handled through like an account. Now App is good for auth, but and like having like a front end like token and stuff like that's super easy. It just gets it done for us. But for the actual like Stripe management, we're gonna have to use CockroachDB. That's how I like to do it. Let's go ahead and go create cluster. Start with the free plan. Let's go with which location here? Does AWS have Toronto in it or not? Closest to Toronto would probably be North Virginia, so let's just go do that. Next capacity, set monthly limit, maybe like $10 monthly limit. It's not like anyone's gonna buy this app, am I right? Anyways, next, yeah, cluster name is the Forge. Okay, does copying also copy the password or not? Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, move this out of here. Guys, you want my environment keys? Not today. OV. Save this. And I have to somehow make sure that nobody ever sees this while I'm streaming, so fun. Okay, while that works, I created .env with database underscore yo, which is going to use CockroachDB. Set up the pool slash database connection lib, but only for server side use, not for client. Okay, so basically I'm gonna have like I don't want to say harness, but like the code needed to actually like access and use this database, right? Ooh, .env. Yo, should I press the button? Should I press .env? You guys can see, so you guys can see it. Nah, we're not gonna fall for that. We're gonna go ahead. Okay, finally we have a dot policy file. Nice. Docs. So this is just what it's all about. Yeah, this looks a little too much to be honest, but you know what? I don't really have any option because when ChatGPT Pro recommends this, you just gotta accept it, you know? You gotta go with the flow. Okay, whoops. I think the policy thing is done. Yeah, create all the policies. Okay. How is the policy files not showing up in the workspace? Maybe if I rename it to policy.diffforge. This is for next diffforge in policy dash policy dash diffforge. Okay, so now it should be able to find my policies. Why is this so annoying? Uninstall. Look, you were good like 2 years ago, Super Maven, but it's the era of Codex, man. What can I say? Codex on top. Okay. Okay, I found the workspace level policy dash diffforge. Okay, awesome. Now here's the thing. Does this policy also have SQL? No, I need to add that. Man, Codex is just amazing. Okay, I turned you off. Turn off infos about this. Hide the extension. Okay. Okay, looks like it's creating it. Okay, let's go ahead, refresh this. Yeah, to be honest, I don't mind being alone in this. Because, you know, if you got brains, someone's got to do it. Sometimes someone's got to put in the effort for success.
I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you.
Let's add what we have right now.
I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows.
Initial splash page plus pricing. We're on.
The sun returns after the rain.
Okay.
The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by.
So what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna go ahead and set up. How do I say this? ADOS Amplify, right? So I want to launch the app as fast as possible. I think ADOS Amplify will be good for us.
I find you there.
Yeah, I'm just pulling out the multi-factor authentication here. (111) something 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 client. Create new app. GitHub next. Okay, to show you guys, like, this is how it looks, right? So you just take this. I'm gonna have to get the repo in, so I'm gonna go ahead. So next repo here, it's going to be. It's updated now. No, I don't see it. Let's go ahead.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the
Back to ADOS Amplify. Next. Yeah, there we go. Next, the forge is here.
I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit
All right. So officially deploying. Look at this. Deploying app. Oh, whoops.
sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Okay, so next thing I need to do is set up the DNS. So I'm just doing that right now. Okay, let's paste this in. Whoa, 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 that's a C name. That's a C name, my guy. No proxy, save. Okay, add must go to this location. And www. Yes. You are not an at, you are a C name. You are also a C name. www. No proxying. Okay, so we set up. Let me show you guys this. Okay, so look at this. So we have AWS Amplify. It gave us these things right here, and we just put them in directly, right?
I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Yeah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Okay, nice. Next thing I want to do is what I want to. Okay, so this is the next step, right? So we need a single source of truth that's going to be our cockroach DB SQL database. So it's gonna what it's gonna do is first we're gonna create the tables for the users, okay? And then it's going to basically just go directly from the Stripe. No, we're gonna need tables for Stripe. So create tables for receiving and updating slash storing latest Stripe data from the Stripe webhook. Create low noise Stripe webhook for every time user logs in via API. Check this. Then on the dashboard, show if they are free or paid. Our public URL, by the way, is www.giftforge.ai. Okay, so what's gonna do is it's gonna go ahead and create um basically all the hooks we need. So I'm gonna double check and see. Okay, so looks like next diff forge has been deployed, but the question is the domain working now? Yeah, I need to go back, sir. Oh, it's an A name. What? What's an A name, bro? No. It's A name, C name on Cloudflare. Okay, it's telling me that the at must be A name here, but like what can be said? There's no at here. There's no A name here. So I think I'm gonna have to check the DNS directly. See DNS checker online. Okay, so you guys can see this. I'm just gonna type in diffforge.ai. Okay, it's showing up everywhere. Whoa! Look at that. We already have the application deployed on a public URL that's secured and everything. Look at that. And we could sign in. Here, let me check sign in online. See this? Invalid success parameter, invalid URI, register your new client Diffforge as a web platform to your project console. So we're just gonna go ahead, go back to AppWrite and do exactly that. Guys, 1.5 hours, we already have like front end, auth, and like a dashboard. We just had to enable this. 1 second here. Okay, let's go to web. Yeah, click this. Host name is going to be Diffforge AI. Okay, now I'm going to do this. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, continue. Guys, look at that. Look at that. Diffforge.ai/dashboard. Look at that. We are on a production application, website, dashboard, authentication, all that jazz. Okay, but now we're gonna have to set up our other stuff. Okay, which is going to be the Stripe hook. So, for example, someone could go to the payment page and then, like, for example, pay. Okay, what has been done so far? Let's have a look. Okay, so it looks like we have to create all of these tables. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that on Diffforge. Or should I wait like until it's, done? Hmm. Your AI is insane, man. Like I look at this. Look how insane this is. Like for project management and stuff like that. Like once I create the front end UI for Rust Diffforge, man, you guys are gonna witness some things. Witness some crazy things. But shouldn't like the SQL, because it's backend, right? I think it should be in the top level, not under next diffforge. Not only has doc slash project slash proposal, etc., but SQL should be up there as well. Update this agent.md now. So copy paste its own thing that generated as ChatGPT Pro to create the policies for it. So it's somehow going to future proof it for me if I want to do more things later. And we should be good to go. Okay, the database policy and migrations are now drafted. Look at that. Appright, JWT verification, billing status, reads, writes, Stripe data for verification. Yo, dude, is like, is programming like going to be this easy now? I remember setting all this up manually for Sputter AI and Happy SRT. It was not easy, man. It was very difficult. They're making like, I'm just amazed, bro. Like, imagine what the AI can do in like a year from now. To be honest, like the only like barrier now to like a good product is like you can't make slop products anymore. You have to create like super high quality, maybe like a month of hard work dedicated for a product to actually come out good using AI. Because otherwise, like who's gonna use the product then, right? I've been awake since like I think what 4:30 a.m. and a little sleepy here, but we will. Our hope is that we could get like payment working. Once payment's working on our production application, I'll close the stream and then we'll continue tomorrow with the Rust application basically, as well as like the backend API. Good thing with our project is that we could just rely on the API and just the Rust front end, the Rust app.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet.
Yeah, this policy folder, I might have to just create like a repo for it, to be honest.
A single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under pressure.
Yeah, another thing like I realized, like if I make all these changes, I'm probably gonna have to ask the AI to like commit like multi-change repos here. So I'm gonna have to figure that out later in the future.
I find you there.
Yeah, SQL should always be treated first class. That means your backend database.
Falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. I find you there.
I find you there, bro. But man, this front end looks really ugly though. I can't lie. Oh my god, but we got a lot of code changes. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My word. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't like. Here's the thing. Like, when I do these types of things, I would always be like super safe. Like, I always like double check, triple check. Even if I'm using AI, I asked AI, yo, sanitize all inputs. Make sure nothing goes through. I don't want to see anyone exploiting anything here. So that's what we're going to be doing now. Okay. So we actually have to update the policy. Okay, let's go here. Nice. Look at your new agents.md. In this case, SQL info shouldn't be in Next.js but top level under policy is the forge. Implement reorganization based on our new policies. Okay. Okay, 1 second here. I'm gonna go ahead just just to be safe. I want to make sure it did read our new agents.md here. Okay, so it's going to do reorganize our project. So while it reorganizes our project, I think the next thing for us to do would be go to Stripe actually, like create a Stripe account. Actually, I already have a Stripe account. Is to create a new business, okay? And we're going to create a new product. It's good. There's going to be like the pro version, right? So, all right. So yeah, sign into Stripe. I know you guys want to see my Stripe account, but you won't be happy. It won't make you happy because it doesn't make me happy. Not yet, at least. But one day it will. But today is not that day. So today there's nothing to show. Okay, let's go ahead, replay this while our AI agent just crunches through numbers. Look how awesome this is here. Like, I'll make this big so you guys can see what it's doing.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare.
Okay.
I find
New
you
organization name, The Forge.
a tear it falls, a river
Account name, The Forge.
breaks
Country of operation, Canada.
through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare.
Yep.
I find you there.
Okay, looks like our policies have been updated. Let's double check, make sure this is correct. Pages, nah. What's this migrations?
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear
That's The Forge.
falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the
What can be said, man? What can be said?
trials deep, through
Fix my
endless pain.
resumption.
The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing.
Okay, so we're gonna have to update the agents.md here because this is not good. Look at this. Like, let me pause this. I think like this. If we have this like migration here, okay, all this info has to be accessible in policies right here, like for all the projects. Like it's not just for next DiffForge, like Rust DiffForge is going to need to use this as well. Okay. So that means is we're going to have to basically have, yeah, just somehow like delete this, but move it into the dash DiffForge stuff. Okay. Is there anything else that's like weird here or not? I'm a little worried about this. The API is here. Because what if the front end wants to access the API? Then what? How is the policies gonna? I'm gonna have to slowly modify agents.md over time, and then hopefully, um, yeah, it's gonna work. Let's go have some water. Nice. The water makes me happy. Yep. Okay, so while ChatGPT Pro does something for me, I'm going to probably go ahead and move on to the next part of this. Go to pricing, press buy now. What is it buy now? What was it? Press choose pro. So I'm going to tell it to just give a proposal to me because I want to know exactly what it's going to do here. Okay, yeah. Software. All right, let me show you guys. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I'm just setting up the application right here. Sorry, like the SaaS app is going to be software as a service, probably personal use if I'm being honest. I don't see businesses starting with this until like, until until the layman adopts such software. So continue. Mm, agree and submit. Okay, so it looks like account should be verified. Yeah, awesome. Awesome, bro. All right, guys, look at this. One second here. What is going on here? Dockside checked. Secret key, webhook secret, pro price ID. Yeah, bro, I just skipped straight to live. I don't really deal with that. Where do I change the icon for this? Okay, branding. There's like a default icon on my what's it called thing, so I'm just gonna save that. Delete this. It's not good. Refresh my page. Icon. Okay, there we go. Guys, look at this. We go home. Look at that. Zero Canadian gross value, net value, zero new customers. It's gonna be like this for like a little while, but don't worry. We're going to make the most of it. We're gonna create our products and we're gonna succeed, okay? So I'm just gonna create a product right now. Is my pro done? Okay, it's done. Okay, this should be the updated codex agents.md. Go here, control V. I updated your agents.md. Fix the migrations folder in next diffforge and update policy dash diffforge. I think I just do add, right? Add next policy. Yeah, that makes things a lot easier, but whatever. Oh, whoops. Yeah, if you press escape, bad things are gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna let this run. It's gonna fix my application because look at this. I don't want this migrations here. We're gonna move this hopefully into policy dash diffforge. And what did this previous one say? What do we need? Okay, let's go ahead and create the price ID. Okay, price is recurring. Let's make this USD. What was the pricing that we put on the page? $25 USD, recurring, tax, auto, ad block. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and add this. I'm gonna move this here so you guys can see that page not working. Okay. I'm just gonna have this like DevOps running so it's not too like jarring to see. All right, let's have a look here. Looky, looky. Okay, so migrations are gone here. Awesome. Migration SQL is here. We have, oh, awesome. Look at that. Look at that. Bro, the power of AI. The power of AI. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'll do this later. Okay, what I need to do now is actually I have to actually create all these tables on CockroachDB. So copy all this, Control C, go to the SQL shell, Control V. Bro, that is programming. I swear. Control C, Control V, and you have an application. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Ready, ready to get the most of the world. Okay. So I created the tables in, what did I create the tables in? Cockroach DB plus database underscore URL in .env. I also added Stripe, Crow, what was it? What was the thing the other agent told me? Price ID. What else do I need in .env to get my app working? Okay. Yeah, but definitely I think I'm gonna have to create some boilerplate code because I'll be honest, it's getting kind of ridiculous. Okay, so I need to create a webhook. So I'm gonna go back to Diffforge here, home. I'm gonna do that later. Where's developers? Where's the developers button? Ah, I see it. Okay, there we go. There's a corner of my eye. Okay, let's set up the webhook right now. What is the endpoint in my app? Plus, what events do I send? Okay, so let's start with customers created, deleted, updated. Where's updated? Subscription and then session dot complete. Okay, so subscription delete, the subscription created, subscription updated, and then session dot complete. Source, subscription. There's no session here. Checkout. Checkout dot session. Okay. Okay, it's created. Now I can continue. The webhook endpoint. Diff forge endpoint. I don't want to test this locally. I go straight to production, guys. Straight to production. Diff forge.ai slash API slash stripe slash webhook. Create a destination. All right, awesome. Now I just need to go into my .em. Oh, you thought I was gonna click this on stream? No, 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 no. I'm going to go to the right here, okay? So I'm gonna click this. Okay, what does Codex want me to actually put here? Webhook underscore secret is equal to this. Okay, close that. Is done. What's the other thing that we needed to do? We also need to create the hmm. Okay, check my is everything ready now? Also, can you modify my dashboard so that it shows which plan the user is on? And do I have anything running here? No, I think it's just this. I think everything is generated. I think it should be in general. First, when user logs in, check if SQL has the user or not. If not, then create the user. Um, then if created, fetch, and that info should also have their plan, if they're free or not. This way we can see that on the dashboard plus other data can be used for that user later if needed. Okay, awesome. But here's another thing. We also have to make sure that what else do we need to make sure of? I'm trying to think right now because there is something I'm missing. I remember. Ah, whatever. I think we just do this for now. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. Oh yeah, maybe update the policies. There we go. Okay. So we should like once this is done, I'm gonna git commit, git push, update the environment variables on AWS Amplify, and like the app should be working in production to actually buy a product online now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that next. Okay. Ooh, I'm not clicking it here. I know you guys want those environment variables. It's 0 users right now watching the stream, but I know one of you are going to be combing through every second, making sure they can find one little thing. One little thing. Don't worry. We will do everything one step at a time. There is no rush. Okay, we come back here. Let's go back to our coding agent. Oh, I used the product ID, not the price ID. Oof. Bro, what can I say? Look, when the AI is your guide, well, I mean, it shouldn't be your whole guide, but I don't know what to say. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, I need to go to a product catalog, and I actually have to pull out the actual price ID for this. Okay, copy. Yeah, hosting, environment variables, manage variables, and this, it's not prod, but it is actually price ID. Save. And I'm gonna do the same thing over here. No, you don't. No, you do not. No, you do not. Bro, like imagine that. Like the fact that Codex and like OpenAI has access to everyone's API keys. Like one little small bug in their implementation of using like, these AI models, bro, all that security. Oof. Okay, let's see the policy changes. Of course, my young Padawan, you may use port 3001. What works now? This. What does not exist yet? No checkout endpoint. NPM iStrike, bro. If needed. Okay, do us to make sure each of is sanitized, nothing evil, plus superfluous. Can enter my pristine SQL database. Yeah, to be honest, the same way how the agent uses like what's it called? This policy system that I've made. I think I'm gonna have to figure out some way to like recursively check for security bugs and audit the security of the application because no sane human can keep that 24/7 um like every day for the rest of their lives. Okay? Like I'm gonna be live streaming, but I cannot uh do that every day like for the rest of my life, because it's not possible. No one can do that. Like imagine like I'm just relaxing one day. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play Call of Duty. I'm gonna play League of Legends, and then I wake up the next day, and then like all my what's it called client credentials they're all hacked. Everyone's hacked. Everyone can access their stuff. The app's not working. It's on fire. I'm getting like an insane bill from like the my cloud provider. Yeah, so we don't want that. We don't want that. But if I'm just one person, we're gonna have to create some systems to make up for that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need a Stripe secret key. So I'm gonna go ahead and click developer here, API keys. What? I'm going to make Stripe restricted key now. What terms does it need? I'm pretty sure I already know the permissions it needs, but okay, where's checkout? Nah, these are too many permissions for. Nah, I can't do that. It's giving me like these default options, but they all suck. Choose your own. Policy validation pass, this pass, this pass. Okay, so minimum permissions. Okay, right now I'm going to forge, uh, check out. What can I say, man? Windows has its own whatever. It's gonna be able to write checkout. Prices, I think, is good idea. They should be able to read. Products to read. Yeah, sure, why not? Read products. And subscriptions. Okay, mm, I don't really need to do that right now. I think just like these three permissions are good enough. Create key. Okay, I mean, yeah, send me the verification to my email. Yeah, thank you very much. Stripe security. Always a friend. Confirming unauthorized what? We couldn't verify your identity. Okay, I have to open my email on this. Okay. Verify identity. I am human. We have verified your identity. Nice. Okay, now I have to use the other thing. 170 683. Those are just random numbers, by the way. You thought I would say the real things? No, no, no. I'm not like that. Okay, stripe. Okay, what are new keys I need to add? Stripe underscore secret underscore key. Okay, let's go. Stripe underscore secret underscore key is equal to this app URL equal to what was it? What was it saying the app URL should be? HTTPS. Okay. Now here's the thing. I also have to add this to AWS Amplify, so I'm just gonna do that now as well. Make sure it has the secret key, has the live value of that secret key. It has the app URL, and it has that value as well. Save. And now app underscore URL. Is this used anywhere? Yes, it is. What's the format it should be? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Double check the.env now. Okay, so it should be ready now, like the application should work. Okay, so now I think the application should be ready. So I'm gonna git add, git commit, git push. Dash a git commit dash a dash m stripe plus checkout. Yeah, test in prod. So this is going to actually build in prod, and I'm gonna be able to test it out and show you guys that this application is now working. In the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create myself a free coupon. Yes, coupon. Apply to only DivForge Pro once, forever. Okay. So we get add, get commit, get push. We have the application deploying right now. Okay, so it was about an hour of work. So it was about like an hour and a half to get like the main website, like to get the environment, like the developer environment set up, to get the to get Codex to make like a simple like splash page that's like I'll be on this AI slop trash, but it is what it is. To get like auth working, okay, which I just use like the Google OAuth, like it's super simple. It took like what 10 minutes, and then we set up what's it called the Stripe webhook. We set up the Stripe API key and checkout. So in theory, if everything goes as planned, we are going to have a pretty awesome app, okay? A pretty awesome base for the front end for it. Now the front end, we're gonna have to like do that stuff later. I think tomorrow we're probably gonna work on the Rust app like the entire time, right? This is the most important thing because without this, like development is gonna be super difficult. Like you guys see how I'm like have to drag and drop the policies and stuff, and then like I can't really see the SQL database in my app. So we're going to be creating this Rust app, and it's gonna be really awesome because it's gonna help a lot of developers, I think, because number one, multiple terminals, codecs, doing multiple things at the same time. I might be able to add like some sort of way where like the code doesn't overlap between codecs things, but I think that can come for later. But the policy system that you guys just see right now, like how I have the next diff forge, the policy, and then um it's like shared between the application. So the cool thing is that I'll be able to actually visualize that. Now, some people can say this is like, oh, your project's like a database or like some memory stuff. I would say no. I would say like the reason why you have these policies is because it will align the AI model to be correct, to not do nonsense. This when we get our deployment working. Another thing is I'll be able to get speech to text working soon on the Rust application. It will just make life easier for everyone.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain.
Kingdom of Abraham.
The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
One sec. Is my agent sign? Does it include DiffForge? Eh, all right, it should be deployed, so let's go ahead have a look. One sec, let me see what's going on here through logs. I think I might be able to see here. Monitoring, access logs. Why do I have so many status 404s? Oh my god. Okay, rip.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder
It's
who
not even a secret
we
anymore, to be honest.
The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Ready. My god. It's not helping at all. Not at all. Do I add anything? Request security. Yeah, add. That's fine. Okay, nice. You get push. What is this request security? Server dash request security. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead, play this again. Just 3 times, third time's the charm.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you.
There's power.
I find you.
Power to AI.
A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Through the storms to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare.
91%.
I find you.
It's probably gonna be 85% by the time we're done today. It's the 5th, so what? 6 days? Today we got like 10% out of this. I think probably 5%, 6% on the voxel engine, 4% on this. It's okay, we have this small version, whatever. If there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, I'm gonna need something to log front and back end errors, man. This is just a pain. Okay.
I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Get comment dash dash identify thyself. Get push. This might be like an error because of the URL, but we're going to see. We're going to find out. All right, and 4 times the charm. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead continue Rust.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Okay, this is cool. U32 reminds me of vertices and sending them to the shader for voxels. Very tough stuff, man. Very tough stuff. Note that Russ can infer ties from context. Okay, bro. I wish I could do that. This is the I-64? Why is this from another line?
I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills.
Oh, because it sets it later to something huge. No wonder the compiler takes so long for Rust.
I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storm.
Alright, let's see.
I find you there.
Database underscore URL? I'm sure I put that. Yeah, I know this bug actually. Do you know what the bug is? The bug is that for some reason AWS Amplify doesn't inject what's it called? The environment variables. Okay. This should be text deployment.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by.
Okay.
I find you there. A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star.
Bro, maybe I should have went with Vercel.
The earth it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Interesting.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth it trembles under prayer, a voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Yeah, Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Okay, it should be deployed. Let's have a look. Sign in. There you go, guys. See that? It's working. I can only show you that little bit for some reason. I don't know why though, but it's crazy. Life's like that. Anyways, now, one sec, let me do it like this. So if I click choose pro, it's gonna take me to checkout. Yeah, look at that. Now I can check out. So I'm just gonna put my information in here. Hmm. One second. Let's go to Stripe. See, the issue is I can't really put in the coupon. I don't know why. Okay, we're gonna git push, and then I'm gonna test this out right after It is done. So let's just continue learning some Rust. So all of these are 500, eh? 500 items of 0.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it
Why do people do this?
grows through trials deep, through endless pain. The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by.
Alright, let's run this, see what happens. Person with their name? Yeah.
I find you there.
You have to put in effort. You want to succeed? You just have to put in the effort. Let's remove this. See what happens if we just put in Peter. Will it still work? What? Timeout? No, it doesn't work. Name.toString. How is this not a string? Okay. Creates a string literal. Okay. Oh, you have to do at str. Okay, so it's different. Let's do and str then. Will it work now? Yeah, after this test, I think the application should work. It's gonna be production ready. I mean, not really production ready, but like guys, you've seen it here first. I created the environment. I installed everything. I just got Codex working. I set up the repos. I just told it to build what I wanted to build, and just put it on GitHub. I have the domain. I put the stuff on the domain. Authentication works. Stripe is connected. Like look how simple it is to do this in this century, bro. In 2026.
The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night, through
Oh my god. Okay, now I understand. This string literal. So with string, you own the name actually owns it. If you do like this, person is borrowing. It's borrowing the string. Oh man, Rust. I guess this is what makes the memory like efficient, I guess.
The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by.
Yeah, okay, so this is really cool to be honest. Just create this enum.
I find you there.
Event page load does this, does that, does that, does that. Let press equals this. Spec press. So if I do creep press X, it should just print line press. Okay. Yeah, look at that, man. Amazing. Yeah, this is just what it is. Okay, now let's go to our deployment. Alright, guys, the moment of truth. Whoops. The moment of truth. Will diffforge.ai work? I'm gonna sign in. Okay, let me log in. Yeah, here we are, bro. Here we are. And then we click pricing, for example, choose pro. Look at that. Look at that. Now I'm just gonna add this promo code to add this promo code here. Apply. Would you look at that? $0 forever? That's crazy. Okay, looks like we have this, but this page is not accessible. Why? Oh, I set it to .com? No wonder. Okay, gotta update the environment variable. Rip. Okay, so this is a my baddie. It's a my oopsie. So we should go to diffforge.ai slash dashboard slash success. Paid ready. Yeah, paid ready. Look at that. But I shouldn't say choose pro anymore. What is this weird whiteness here? Well, I don't really care about that right now, bro. I'm just happy, like, we just have this working. Now, like, a real person can come and actually subscribe to the application. I'm gonna change that environment variable, though. That's a really big whoopsie on me. Diffforge.ai, bro. Yeah, let's go ahead and redeploy this version. All right, yeah. So there you go, man. Like we like in just 3 hours, right? 3 hours time. We create a website. We added auth to it. Okay, anyone could log in securely. We have a database, and people can now go and actually pay $25 to see the paid plan on isn't that crazy? It's like, I mean, there's no product now. There's no product yet. But this is all you need. Like this is the base that you need. It took 3 hours. To be honest, 3 hours is too long for like this type of stuff. I'm going to have to create like some sort of boilerplate code. Boilerplates, but this is definitely pretty good. It's pretty good. Man, I'm sleepy right now. I'm having a hard time staying awake. I think I'm gonna have to let Rust Forge be tomorrow me's problem. Today though, we made some insanely good progress. Okay, I think tomorrow we're gonna have to set some goals. Okay, so today's goal was finish front end basic, auth, Stripe, payment with webhook. Okay, super easy. Nice, 100% done. Tomorrow's goal: set up Rust app. I probably have to install cargo and stuff. I think maybe I just install cargo right now. Let me just see. Install Rust cargo on Windows 11. .NET, bro. I don't know who uses .NET. Not me. Community. Where's the download? Doesn't retry click here? Oh no, the ad block is stopping it. Okay. Oh, it's not the ad block. Okay, then what's up? It's just not coming up. I don't know why. Okay, you guys can listen to it. Okay. I think I already have Visual Studio, to be honest. I swear I compiled the source. Okay, whatever.
The solar sense, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Yeah. I find you there. A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless The sun returns after the rain. The mountains bow, the heavens cry. In every breath you're standing by. Guide me through the night, through the storms, to the path of light. My heart is heavy, my hands are bare, but I find you there.
Alright guys, look at this. One new customer. That's me. We will increase that number, but it's just one right now. Okay, I think I had a previous version of Rust installed apparently. Man, I don't know what type of weird things, voodoo magic I've been using this laptop for, but it's all there. Docker, Kubernetes, everything. It's not updated, I don't know why. Okay, anyways. Set up Rust out. Make sure it's platform agnostic.
A whisper calls, a shadow bends through quiet winds. The soul ascends, a desert sky, a single star. I wonder who we really are. The earth, it trembles under prayer. A voice so soft it fills the air. Ya Allah, guide me through the night.
Okay. So get Codex login working on it. Get Cloud Code. Third thing is what? What's the third thing that we need to do? Get initial policies viewing. Working on the right.
A tear it falls, a river flows, the heart it breaks, the spirit grows through trials deep, through endless.
Okay, we have a lot of things to get done tomorrow. I think tonight I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna try and like get the gist of Rust here because not knowing Rust, like I know JavaScript. I did C++ like 3 years ago. I did JavaScript also 3 years ago. I did I know Python. I even made a little course on it, and then I forgot the syntax. But I know how to code. Python's more familiar to me than that. But Rust, like, I need to really hunker down tonight and just grind through some understanding. Like, we're not going like professional here, okay? Like, for example, JavaScript. It's such a huge ecosystem. You can't know everything. But we are going to be able to know how to read code. And hopefully how to debug it a little. And we'll learn Rust on the way anyways. The AI is going to teach us. Rust is installed. Great. Okay. Okay, I think we are done. Today is complete. I might have to create a Kanban board as well, but... Alright, I think this is, I'm gonna have to say, thank you guys for tuning in. This is going to be like The first zero view stream, awesome. Hopefully we get more, but zero, bro, zero is still hero, man. That's what I'm gonna tell you guys. We're going to turn that zero into a one. Like that's the hard part. Once those zero viewers goes to one viewer, it goes exponential from there. See, I read this book by Peter Thiel. From zero to one. That's the hard part. Once that happens, everything else